back at it again with another video, another banger. Let's get straight into it. So the last video, we talked about the debt ceiling crisis being avoided, right? And we're going into Q4. You know, they pushing it back to December, right? Supposedly, not officially yet, but supposedly.
It's on the table.
It's on the table. And the truce is being waved. The white flag is being waved. So yesterday and really this week, all this week so far, crypto has been booming. Crypto has been on the rise again in a blink of an eye. I know you, Mr. Crypto. I know your middle name is Blockchain. So you made a lot of money in the crypto market. I made a lot of money in the stock market.
Right.
So Q4, the debate is, are you going with the stock market or are you going with the crypto market? Which place you can make more money in going into Q4? Where are you investing your dollars?
My take is that you can make more money within the next 3 months. We're just talking about Q4.
Within the next 3 months. That's it.
In the crypto market. Reason being is that regulation is urgently at this point ushering in, and we talking about a global effort, the railways stash laws for crypto to be official asset class to make money in. So with that being urgently ushered in from the highest, from the top down, we're talking about the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, has come out the last couple of days, really the last couple of weeks, but within the last couple of days, and made another statement ushering central banks to get on board and roll out their CBDCs. And following the IMF, followed up by the IMF, is the BIS, which is the Bank of International Settlements, is putting urgency up their central banks' butts as well. On top of that, in our very own domestic country, the United States, the feds and the president's working group are talking about, you know, rolling it out. And there's a lot of pressure on the SEC. There's a lot of pressure on the CFTC, you know, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. So I think with the urgency and fire being lit up everybody's butt, that you'll see it, the laws pass and to usher in this asset class. And with it being as low as it is, once money is right now, it's over a $2 trillion market cap. Right.
And Bitcoin is half of that, right?
Yep. Bitcoin is over a $1 trillion market cap. That's a good point. So I'm looking at other assets. You know, Bitcoin in 17 months ago was at $8,000. Today it's at $54,000. Currently, as we speak, or a little over $54,000.
Right.
So when you look at those type of increases, Ethereum was at $200 during the same time 17 months ago. Today is up over 3,000. You know, at its height was at 44, you know, a few months ago. So it's like I'm looking at assets. I know how much money I made. Like you said, I made really, really great returns on my investment with just investing into the smaller cap cryptos. That's increased drastically. The same. So my argument is that once these laws are passed and it's more investors feel safe and confident in this asset class, that more institutional money as well as retail money will begin to shift.
All your points was spot on. All your points was great to emphasize. The only question I would have is, will that happen in Q4? What we just talked about with the debt ceiling, what we just talked about Jerome Powell in our last video. If you did not see that video, you can go on our channel and watch it. All that is pretty much squared away for most of Q4. They pushing the debt ceiling out into December.
That's what it looks like, right?
Right, that's what it looks like. Jerome Powell isn't really tapering until really 2022. They'll start tapering at the end of this year, but they aren't. It's not going to be no hefty tapering right now, I think. And then oil prices dip, so inflation rises. The inflation pressure isn't
being cooled off.
Yeah, it's being cooled off. I believe fear in the marketplace is starting to decrease. I think we'll get a major stock market run these next 1 to 2 months. And I think it's pretty much perfectly set up for another big run.
In the traditional market.
In the traditional stock market. With that being said, though, I do think if you aren't invested in the crypto, it's the best time to. I don't want to say it's the best time because there's a run-up happening right now, so you don't want to buy at all-time highs, but it's the best time to get in because regulation is coming right around the corner, and you want to invest before regulation comes, because once regulation comes, that's when all the big money really enters.
Right.
Everybody's going to be a crypto expert, and
Right.
it may be too late. So to me, if you're looking for maybe returns, I think the stock market may be better for you in the next 1 to 2, 3 months. But if you're looking for like a long-term bet you can capitalize on right now, I think crypto is a good investment for you.
Yeah.
The only thing is it just had a run up. So
Right.
it's kind of like, do you really want to buy at all-time highs right now? When
That's
the
a good
stock
point.
market kind of retraced, you may want to get in right now and reap the rewards of that run-up that we may have right now.
Okay, and that's a good point. I would say this: the way I look at the two markets, I love your assessment. The way I look at them is, I feel like with them attempting to push the debt ceiling down, kick the can down the road.
Right.
I feel like if you're looking for a more safer bet, then you would go with the traditional market, right? And you can, gain some returns in within this next month or two, next couple of months. But crypto, although, like you said, it's already on a run, so it might be at its height. The thing with crypto, why I think the stock market is a little more safe, is because crypto is so volatile.
Right.
And when it drops, it drops drastically.
Right.
So that's the only thing about crypto. If you got the stomach, and like Datwan said, his perspective is more long-term, although he agrees with me that you should get in before regulation, we both understand that crypto is more volatile.
Right.
So it's more of a long-term, as far as safety is concerned, you may want to look at that from the long term, but I still think mitigate my risk or either hedge my bets. So I'm in both markets. I benefit and am benefiting. I got in before this current run-up, way before the current run-up, but
in Q4, your final answer is?
Q4, I'm still going to lean towards crypto, but if you want safety or more security, I think you will go with the traditional market.
Okay. I'm going to go with the stock market because we had the retracement, and I feel like we're starting to get a rise right now. Crypto's kind of already had its major rise or run up. We're in the midst of it, though. You don't want to buy Bitcoin at 54. You want to buy it at 40. That's my take on it.
At a retracement, not necessarily 40.
Right. At a retracement. That's
I just wanted to clear. That's what I perceived you to be saying.
That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, once crypto runs, it runs. And don't be surprised if you didn't invest, and I'm just going to keep using Bitcoin as an example.
Right, that's fine.
If you didn't invest at 54, once it goes to 70, you can't be butthurt. Because once it rises, it rises.
And it rises quickly, just like it falls quickly.
Right. So let us know what your pick is for Q4 only. The rest of 2021, are you crypto or are you stock market? If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, comment, subscribe. This is The New Age.